Pull up back with another video. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how you can trade news. I know a lot of new traders, even experienced traders, sometimes don't like to trade news. It's simply because they've had a bad experience with it in the past, and it probably happened when they didn't even really know what they were doing. Now, when you understand what you're doing, you'll actually start to see that news is your best friend. News helps the market move in the direction that is set to move in. So let's break this down. The first thing that we did was found our key level. So the way we do that is we start off again on this daily time frame. Boom. This unmitigated wick would be our key level. That is the first area we can expect some reaction from. Now, we're going to go down to a smaller time frame and we're going to find a range that makes sense with this key level. The first thing I do is go to my 4 hour. Do I see a range? Not at all. Go to my 1 hour. Do I see a range? Not at all. Go to my 30 minute. Do I see a range? Nope. Go to my 15 minute. Do I see a range? Nope. Then I go to my 5 minute and I do see a range. I see that liquidity right here got ran out. And then we broke the structure at this high. So now what we're able to do is draw a box around this. Some people would just call this a demand zone. Some people will call this support resistance right here, whatever you want to call it. You'll start to see that all these areas come together when you make the big picture from the daily time frame. Now, next thing we do is we wait for this area to be tapped. Okay, so we have now reached our zone. Now you can take this one or two ways. There's a person who wants to take it just like this. They want to get in here and they're going to exit and look to target this high right here. If you want to do that, that's cool. I believe it's going to be like a 1 to 2 max, maybe 1 to 1.5. Let's check it out. It would be a 1 to 1.7. So you can do a 1 to 1.7 if you would like. I personally don't like that. So this is what I do instead. I want to see some sign that the market is ready to reverse. So I want us to come in the area and give us some type of strong low, run out liquidity, then break of structure. And then after that, we'll follow our T1 structure. You should all know what T1 is. If not, go make sure you check out my T1 video where I explain it. But then we should get the T1 structure, get an entry to then target our high. This should give us a better risk to reward ratio. So all we can do again is wait until the market gives us what we want. So boom, as you can see, the market is starting to give us what we want to see. We've ran out this liquidity right here on this end. Then right after running out that liquidity, we began to break the structure. Now we don't have a clear T1 yet, but that's what we would be waiting for. Once we have a T1, we would then look to enter the market. Boom. So I see a T1. I see we broke structure right here. Then we pulled back right here and came back up. That first pullback is again what I'm going to identify as my T1. Now, to enter this trade, I'm not sure if I've ever went over entries, but I'll give you a sneak of what I do. I find my entries on a higher time frame than I find my T1. So let me break that down. I found my T1 on the 5 minute time frame. That means what I'm going to do is find a key level on a higher time frame. So the 15, maybe 30, maybe 1 hour, 4 hour, who knows? I'm going to find a key level that I then want us to react from. And this is where you're going to find those unmitigated wicks, order blocks, things like that. So I come to my 15 minute time frame, and the first thing I see is this order block right here below the T1. Now, you have two options. You can have your entry like this. It's perfectly fine on the order block. Me personally, I like to just cover this entire low simply because I know it can get anywhere within this area and then react. I would then set my entry just like this. So whenever we tap in here, get smoothly in the trade, then execute at a 1 to 4. And I'm gonna come to the 15 minute to play it. So dropping, dropping, boom. We hit our level perfectly. And just to kind of show you what it'll look like on 5 minute, just like this, we hit our level. Now, at this point, we have to accept the risk that we took. And I want to point out another thing. You see how we could have took the order block like this? You might have got stopped out by just half a tick, not even a full tick. That's the reason why we just go ahead and cover that low because, again, this trader who takes this trade is going to be happier than the trader who takes this trade here. This is a losing trader. This is a winning trade. Now I'm gonna fast forward this part. You see news comes out and we break through. And here's the 5 minute look of that. But like I said, you get in, execute at the T1. Once that T1 has gotten taken out, you patiently wait for an area. And when you see like this, it'll get close to your area and it'll react. They're trying to get the people who are trying to get in the trades early, who are not being disciplined, who are not being patient. They're trying to get them. Because I'm showing you why and how you should be patient, you're gonna get in right here. News is gonna come out, and this is not gonna affect you at all. And you're gonna hit your 1 to 4 very calmly. But yeah, I hope this video helps somebody not be scared of news. I don't. That's one thing that as a trader, when I first started, I never understood the no trading news kind of idea. News is so volatile. Da da da. In my opinion, I want to learn to trade in the hardest conditions, in the conditions that are most volatile. Because one, yes, you can lose the most money. You can also probably make the most money. So I never understood the concept of not trading news. I'd rather bump my head than to just say I can't do it, never try it. I don't know, that's just not me. But if you like this video, if you could give it a thumbs up, a sub, that'd be really cool. It means a lot. And also comment if you trade news. I want to see how many of you guys actually trade news, or is that just something I like doing? I don't know. I feel like news is the best time to trade personally. What you think? Also, if you're not in the free Discord, that's your fault. Like, there's nothing else to really be said about that. Join that free Discord. It's a trading community that's gonna help you grow. But anyways, that's everything I got for you guys. Y'all be cool. Y'all be calm. Y'all be safe. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.